YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the spaceship. My name is Letter C for those that don't know. In this video, I'm going to give you maybe two and a half of my best plugins when you want to mix your kick and your bass together. This is just something that I do a lot, and I'm just going to show you what I do. This is not gospel. This is not the holy grail. This is not like what you have to do because there's so many different ways to achieve a result. This is just what I'm used to doing because it's quick, easy, it's fast. I'm just used to doing it, all right? I was going to talk about maybe I said two and a half, right? Because I have this plugin now. Decap's knock plugin. I finally tried it and it is dope. What I like about it is that anything you can do in here, you probably have these plugins already somewhere in your DAW or in effect if you've been doing this for a minute, right? But this just like puts everything together where you don't have to have a whole bunch of plugins. It's all like in one plugin, and you can get a desired sound that you want out of your kick drum or whatever this is on. So I feel like this deserves its own video. I just wanted to mention it because what you can do with it is dope to like help sculpt your sound, your kick drum maybe. But I just wanted to mention that real quick, that this is something dope. But let's say if you don't have this, because this is like I think $70 to $90, I can't remember. But these two plugins are like, for me, the holy grail. Like I live by these. Actually, I got this one from Decap as well. Track Spacer. And if you have Ableton already, like me, there's already a plugin, use a compressor to sidechain anything. This is just a sidechain plugin. And this is how I use, one way that I use to make my kick and bass play well together. But this is a dope plugin for sure. And I'm getting used to it. So I like this, and then I like this, and then I like our bass. Now this is definitely not that expensive. It's a Waves plugin, and if you miss a Black Friday sale, Waves plugins go on sale all the time, so keep a lookout. But definitely when you throw this on your bass, let's say you have a bass line, this just makes it like beefier, especially on the low end, those frequencies that are hard to reach. Like it makes sure like it knocks like in your computer speakers, so where you play it, like you can hear it. So this is definitely something you want to throw on your bass lines. You gotta be careful because you can't ruin what you're doing. You probably want to rock with some presets before. You probably want to put your headphones on to really hear the difference for what we're about to do. So I'm gonna take the bass off, and this is how the bass sounds by itself. Now let's turn the R bass on, play it again. Now it's definitely some added harmonics you're not gonna be able to hear unless you have your headphones on or you have a crazy amp at your crib, all right? But this definitely makes the bass line pump harder in the lower end for sure, depending on where you have the frequency at. And so I'll throw that on my bass line first just to make sure it's like way thicker, pause. And then after I got my bass line, I'm gonna be honest, this bass line isn't taking up that much space where cause my kick is super punchy, so it's already hitting. This is the kick right here. And there's nothing on it. That kick is just like this is a Decap kick, so his stuff is processed already where it's already sounding good. And that's one tip to make sure your stuff sounds good. Pick great sounds. Like you might have a kick drum or a snare or something, and it's you might love that snare, but it's just like mixed terrible. So you, instead of spend 15, 20, 30 minutes trying to make it sound good, just pick a better sound and you just like save time, right? But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna show you, let's say like it really was clashing. I probably should have my headphones on too so I can hear this properly, but yeah, it's super punchy, so you can hear it anyway. But I just want to show you what the capability is if you have this program. So back to our bass line and open up Track Spacer, right? And then we'll find our kick, because that's what we want to sidechain it with, because we want our kick to punch through even more now. And now you hear the difference. Hear it. All you hear is like the kick, you barely hear the bass, especially the beginning. The attack is like gone. All right, that's OD. That's not what we want. I'm just showing you the effect that this is gonna have when you're using it. And this is how your kicks are gonna stand out when you have those big old heavy bass lines, or maybe you got an 808 and you need that kick on top of it to punch through, and you're having a hard time. You come through, throw this on it. And then what we'll do is I'm gonna turn it down for you, and you can see how it'll come through more. Watch. So now you hear it less and less. That's just one way if you can't figure out how to get the kick in the bass line or 808 or whatever low end you got going on to play nice with each other. And there's other features with the high cut that if you want to cut some of the frequencies out. This is super dope. Definitely check it out. I can't remember how much this plugin is. Wait, let's see. Track Spacer from Waves Factory is $59. That's not too bad if you really need help. Definitely something you want to look into. And then I'll play the beat. You get it. So this is some plugins that you probably should get if you're having trouble. That's it. Not a long video. Just want to show you a quick tip that might help some of you out if you need it. All right, so I hope that helped. And if you need help with knowing what to do with some of your beats that you don't like or you think are whack, I have just a solution for you. Click this video and I'll let you know what to do with those.